going on YouTube? My name is Chris. You're watching APK Collectibles. We are an online TCG shop located in central New Jersey. We're in the process of selling off our collection. You can go buy it there at apkcollectibles.com. So this is going to be video number 4. For this video, we're going to do our collector, investor, seller update for the company. I think this is going to be pretty cool. Kind of give you guys an update of what I've been doing and what's going on with the product, sales, and the investment side of the business. So as a collector in central New Jersey, we have not seen, or I have not seen, a product in a store since about Halloween of last year when Surging Sparks came out. Again, I work, I have a family, my time is important. I don't sit in queues, I don't flip product. So in order to combat that for the hobby, I've been doing pack art for the last, I don't know, 2 months. Just been going back, buying, pack art of all the sets, putting them in a binder. I just did Paradox Rift, Temple Forces. It was about $35 each, shipped to the house. And that was really it. That's what I've been doing for YouTube and for the company. Um, I want to do a complete PSA set of Crown Zenith in the gallery. So I think I'm going to do that. I already have the 4 gold cards, the Mew, the Glaceon, the Pikachu. So I think I'm going to do that. Since we can't buy sealed product and can't really have any access to it unless you're paying up on the secondary market for myself, I think that'll be a cool way to collect and do something I want to do because I love that set. I think I'm going to do that. I'll buy, every month and just kind of give you guys updates on how it's going. And that's going to kind of replace, my investment in the hobby as a collector, monthly. From the investment side, I just sold off all my packs to a YouTuber business. You guys know him. I won't say him by name. He bought them all out. I shipped them to him. It was great. I invoiced him through the company. He paid me right away. I shipped them. No issues. And we're going to use that money for something I'm working on, which I will be showing you shortly. I'm having some prototypes made. I think they're pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like them. We're working with some people to try to find a gap in the industry to try to do something for the business because selling cards, everyone's doing it. So you have to try to think outside the box. We're going to try to do that. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'll touch on more of that on the selling side of what we're doing. From the investor side, in January, I bought 10 boxes of Prismatic. When Destined Rivals came out, I sold an Evolving Skies booster box for $1,800, and I bought a case of Destined Rivals for $1,500. And I just bought a case of Journey Together. I used this card, which is the Mew 151. I had 36 of these that I bought last year when nobody wanted them. I collect singles and sets of 9. I like to have a whole page of them, and they were like $5-10. I just sold them to a vendor in New Jersey for 75 each, and we took the profit. We bought a case of Journey Together, which just came the other day, and that's sitting here. So as I stated, we're going to buy a case of every set for the company. That's kind of what I do. I don't need more than one. If the market drops, I can buy more, but I just start with one, and then I kind of disappear. I'm a passive investor from that point. As far as the selling goes, we do have Japanese product now on the website. You can buy it. We're still selling off our collection. I just put some Temporal Forces up on the website. I had 2 really big sales over the weekend, so I am doing this backwards, in case you guys didn't know. You're supposed to build community first and then sell them things. I just saw, how high the market was getting and wanted to get into it quick to start selling it. And I could tell you I haven't had a problem. People don't care who you are in this market. They don't care anything about you. If you have product and it's legitimate, they will buy it from you. I had about 150 eBay followers. I sent out a message to them. 3 or 4 of those guys just wiping me out. I have 3 or 4 New Jersey vendors that I've been feeding. As the market legs up, I sell to them at 80% so that they can sell at the vending shows. I am vending this weekend, and the goal of this company is to do 2 things. It's to be an online vendor, basically. The only issue is it's hard to buy product right now in this market. Again, my time is important. I'm not going to spend it fighting with people on Facebook. Over the last 7-8 years, I've had no problem buying product because it wasn't valuable. Now, as it is valuable, everybody wants full market, and it's just not something I'm willing to spend my time doing. And that's because I have a job and I have a family. And you're going to hear that a lot because I have outside business activities for my company. So these videos are made at night and posted in the day. But from 6 to 6, I'm not supposed to be working on the company. And I don't because I commute for work. On the weekends, I want to be with my family where people are vending. This is a young person's game. This is a person who can take the time to go on the weekends. I put my family first. So we have two goals for this company, and I don't like goals. I really don't care that much. I know what I'm good at, and I know how to do things the way that I've been successful doing them. So I bought a bunch of Japanese product, which is on the website. You can go buy it, but I bought the older sets. I'm not going to spend 120 to 130 a box on the new sets with nobody to sell it to. That is an absolute waste of money. No one's going to buy it, and then the product's going to drop to $70, $80. The next set's going to come out. Everybody's going to rush to that. That's for the new companies. That's for the established companies to do, for people who want it first to market that are willing to pay the premium for it. I'm not willing to do that. So I'm going to have older sets on the website. I put them up slowly, 2, 3 boxes at a time. And if they don't sell, eventually they accrue in price when they become vintage in a couple years. So I'm okay spending the money to do that. On the other side, on the collection side, it's going very well. I'm making 2 to 3 sales a week. They're repeat customers, collectors, investors. I couldn't be more excited and more thrilled to what's going on. And it just goes to show you don't need all these people to buy product. You just need loyal customers. You can go follow TCG Treasures on Instagram. Uh, he has been, buying me out every week. Young kid, goes to shows, flips everything, market legs up, comes back to me. That's been great. That's really all you need is a couple of people, and it's been great. Obviously, the goal is to build community here and then become an online store. My goal is to buy collections and then throw them up on the website for as small a margin as I can. So if I buy, PSA 10 card and I pay 80%, market, I can throw it up for 90%. And then if you're not in New Jersey, you won't pay sales tax on it. So it's kind of to be a vendor without vending. Again, my time is important. Vending is a lot of work. And to the vendors out there, I salute you because pricing out your cards every night, traveling with inventory, setting up at shows, dealing with people. I don't care what anyone says, that's worth 80% of market value, in my opinion, because it's a lot of work, guys, and it really is. And I don't like doing it because it takes a lot of time. I much prefer doing things from my home, staying home. Like I said, in the 9 years I've been doing this, I've never had a problem getting any product online. It's really stupid what's going on right now, but that's the market, and you have to change with the market. You have to change with the marketplace, and that's what's going on. So I'm not going to be bitter about it. To be honest, it's kind of like a catch-22 because the scalpers who everyone's complaining about, if you've been an investor or a collector the last 10 years, it's just driving the price of your cards up. So I don't really get too upset about it. I kind of just move on with my day and go to the next thing. And like I said, um, distribution I will touch on in another video, maybe my next video. I've been calling them. I think it's funny. I got some cool things to tell you about. I think it's been hilarious. But they don't care how much money I have. They don't care how much money you have. If you're an online store, you're not getting distribution. But I don't really need distribution. As I said before, I'll keep hounding them because all they can say is no. I'm 42. To anyone who has existed in the world before phones, you had to talk to girls and you had to ask them out on dates. And the worst thing they could do is say no. And if you don't have anything, you can't, if you don't ask, they can't say yes. So I keep calling them. I show them my balance sheet. I show them what I have. They've been pretty nice. I did talk to one of them. I will make a video on that. It was really cool. He was a very nice person, and he was very respectful. And I'll make a video on that just for more content. And like I said, our goal here is to be a seller on a smaller level and grow it slowly, grow community, grow slowly, grow educationally. As a collector, investor, seller, whatever you guys want to do, that's important. That's important to me. And, we're going to try to look for gaps in the marketplace. Everyone is selling cards. Every week there are new people going on Whatnot, which is something I don't want to do. I'll make another video about that. All my bundles got sold off the website. I'm pretty much just ETBs and booster boxes. And I'm hesitant to throw my PSA 10s up because every time the market legs up, the vendors wipe me out, which is fine because that's the price I'm willing to sell it for. But I am vending this weekend, so I'm hoping to exchange some of that product, hoping to buy a lot of product, and I'll make a video on that next week. But the goal is going to be to try to find a gap to fill in the marketplace because everyone's selling cards and everyone wants to sell cards. So what value can you add by doing something different? Again, I don't need to be here, and you don't need to be here to learn that sealed Pokemon products go up. Do not come here for that. We're going to be able to teach you about how markets work on the life cycle of Pokemon. I'm going to simplify things for people, and that's going to be great. And if you want to buy some product from the website, you can. Okay, so again, we're going to try to look for gaps in the marketplace, and we're going to do a giveaway. We're giving away Destiny Rivals Booster Box. I'm giving away 2 Surging Sparks Costco bundles. You can like, comment, subscribe on any video. If you're a subscriber and you comment, once we hit 1,000 subscribers and we can monetize, I'm going to give that stuff away. I am fortunate enough to be able to do this because of all the money that's coming in from selling the product. I can do a lot of things, and I wish more people would do a lot of things like that. To all the people with stacks and stacks of boxes behind you, why don't you give some stuff away? Be a nice person, because it's stupid out there. You wake up the next day and the value of your collection could go up $1,000, $3,000, $4,000, depending on how many boxes you have. So I'll leave it there, guys. Just a quick company update. Next video, we're going to talk about barriers to entry in markets and the Pokemon market space, specifically what's going on. And I'm going to simplify it for a lot of people from what I've learned in the last 6 months, which is going to be a great video. So I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to each other. You give what you get out there. Go to apkcollectibles.com, buy my booster boxes. I'll see you later.